Hello and welcome back to the online classes. And today we will be talking about an important chapter, that is chemical reaction. In this video, we will be discussing about chemical reactions, chemical equations, types of chemical equations, and types of chemical reactions. So moving on, what is a chemical reaction? The transformation of chemical substance into another chemical substance is known as chemical reaction. For example, rusting of iron, settling of curd, digestion, respiration, and there are many other examples that you can see in your day-to-day life. The burning of magnesium in the air to form magnesium oxide is an example of a chemical reaction. So let us take this reaction. What is a reactant? Substances which take part in a chemical reaction are called reactants. So in the above example, the reactant are magnesium and oxygen. Product. The new substance formed after a chemical reaction is called product. So in this case, we have found magnesium oxide. So magnesium oxide is the product. What is a chemical equation? Representation of chemical reaction using symbol and formula of the substance is called chemical equation. For example, A plus B gives you C plus D. In this equation, A and B are called reactants and C and D are called the products. The arrow shows the direction of the chemical reaction. Condition, if any, is written generally above the arrow. Example of chemical equation. When hydrogen reacts with oxygen, it gives water. This reaction can be represented by the following chemical equation. Hydrogen plus oxygen gives water. H2 plus O2 gives H2O. A chemical equation is a way to represent the chemical reaction in a concise and informative way. A chemical equation can be divided into two types, and they are balanced chemical equation and unbalanced chemical equation. So in this figure you can clearly see that hydrogen and oxygen are combining together to form water. We have two molecules of hydrogen which combine with one molecule of oxygen to form water. Hydrogen and oxygen are the reactants, and water is the product. Moving on, balanced chemical equation. A balanced chemical equation has the number of atoms of each element equal on the both sides. For example, on the right hand side of this given equation, we have one zinc atom. Similarly, when we see on the left hand side of the equation, we have one zinc atom. So the number of zinc atom in the above equation is balanced. Similarly, if we check out for hydrogen, sulfur and oxygen atom, on the right hand side and the left hand side, we can see that these elements balance each other. Unbalanced chemical equation. If the number of atoms of each element in reactant is not equal to the number of atoms of each element present in the product, then the chemical equation is called unbalanced chemical equation. So let us take an example of chemical equation. In the above equation, there is only one iron atom on the left hand side and 3 iron atoms on the right hand side, which clearly indicates that this equation is not a balanced equation. So why should a chemical equation be balanced? According to the law of conservation of mass, mass can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction. To obey this law, the total mass of elements present in reactants must be equal to the total mass of elements present in product. So let us take an example. I have an apple which weighs 100 grams and I decided to cut it into 2 halves. After cutting it into 2 halves, I decided to weight it again. The weight of the apple was same as before, that is 100 gram. So we can conclude that after the reaction, the weight remained the same, and this implies that the mass can neither be created nor be destroyed. Dear students, we are going to stop this video here for today. We will continue with the remaining topics in the next video. Until then, please go through the notes that I have forwarded you in WhatsApp so that it becomes more clear for you to understand the things I will prepare for you in the next video. Till then, stay safe and study well. Thank you.